Travis in Ohio is up next. Wants to talk about Joe Douglas. Is he cheap? Travis, what are you telling me, my man? Let's hear him.
Hey, Matt.
Yo.
Travis from Ohio. Hey, I just had a thought just this week with the Crowder negotiations, us still not re-signing or extending May, and not signing Robbie Anderson, moving on from Sam. I know he had the number 2 pick, and there's more reasons than just that, but his contract years were coming up where we would have had to possibly pay him. Anyway, it kind of occurred to me, especially when we had all that cap room with Crowder. Now, it kind of makes sense that we lower his figure a little bit because we did have leverage over him.
Right.
And we want to bring in Moses and potentially and maybe a corner. But this got me thinking. I'm a little bit worried that it might get out there with all this going on that my man, Broadway Joe Douglas, might be considered cheap.
Oh.
And with all the low year 1,
cheap?
2, 3 max contracts that he's given out, I love the news. Don't get me wrong. And we've overspent and had people here way past their primes on bad deals. And he's got a lot of youngsters and affordable talent. When value meets talent, that's what he always says when he signs. But I'm just worried that gets out there, that players might call him cheap and not want to come there. It doesn't seem to be the case now, but just saying. It hit me this week. So
Interesting.
Anyway, love you, buddy. Have a good one. Bye.
Thank you, my friend. Honestly, I'm going to disagree with you here, Travis. I think what Joe Douglas is doing is setting foundation and setting himself up to spend for when he thinks his team is ready to be competitive. I don't think they're ready yet. I think they need another year. Now, if they go into 2022 and it's kind of more of the same stopgap kind of guys, then you can maybe question it a little bit. But at the same time, like, he went out and spent pretty good money on Corey Davis. I thought it was a fair contract, but he spent money. He also spent money on the edge for the first time in a very long time with Lawson, too. I know he didn't get one of the big market offensive linemen that maybe people were yelling and screaming about, and I get it. I understand the frustration there, but I think it's a little too early to call him cheap. Maybe if he has a similar offseason next year, then okay. You can maybe start to sell me on that, but I'm not quite there, Travis, and I don't think you are either. I just think you're bringing it up for a talking point, which is an interesting thought. I never really thought of it like that, but I do see where you're coming from.